There's a growing controversy in Florida, one which voters may someday decide. In our team report, War of Words, we take a look at the push to make English the official state language.
Now, it's an issue which is starting to boil. For some people see the effort as a threat to a way of life. Barbara Callahan and I examined the issue this evening, and we begin with a look at how one South Florida city has already approached the War of Words. In West Dade County, near the edge of the Everglades, lies the small town of Sweetwater. Population is estimated at 15,000. It is like many of Florida's smaller communities, but a closer look tells you it is not. More than 80% of the city's residents are Hispanic. At every turn, their culture is seen, if not heard. No matter where you go in Sweetwater, Spanish is the predominant language. And yet the official language of the city is English. It was declared such by Sweetwater's City Council 6 years ago. All city business and records conducted and recorded in English. The town's mayor says it was done to show respect for the country which opened up its arms to Spanish-speaking people.
And our intention over here is to come and be able to participate, not to monopolize anything. So we want to be part of this society, so we should learn to live within the rule of the society, the main rule.
Mayor Cuevas says the symbolic ordinance wasn't intended to force people to speak English. And to accommodate non-English speakers, most city departments have numerous bilingual employees, from the police department to the city clerk's department. The mayor says this was a common sense approach to making English the official language in a Spanish-speaking community. Cuevas believes there's no problem with making English the state language either, but he says the movement has blown the issue out of proportion.
The question over here that we have a larger population of Latin and some other nationalities, and we as government we try to help those people.
Making English the official language in a small community can be accomplished, as it was in Sweetwater. But as Barbara Callahan reports, there are some people who are concerned that English as the official language might mean English as the only language.
Yeah, it sounds a little Florida English campaign, Max Borges with English and more.
The calls to Paul Gonzalez were jamming the switchboard at WFLA radio recently. The subject, the proposed amendment to make English the official language of Florida.
I am American, and I believe that America is our damn language, and that's that. You know, they have to learn it. I feel that subtle sort of racism in this whole thing because I feel
that Spanish people or Cuban people or Latin people want so much privilege in Florida.
California, where
the invited debaters were Tom Kirby and Max Borges. Kirby is president of Florida English, the group pushing the amendment to make English the official state language.
Now, the fact is, less than half of U.S. Hispanics say they speak English fluently.
When you say that 50% of the Hispanics do not speak English, that is totally incorrect.
Max Borges opposes the English amendment. He says what America needs is more bilingual people, not fewer. And he says Hispanics and other immigrants already know that to become citizens and to get ahead economically, they must know English. That is why these junior high school students are in a special English class. They are the children of immigrants in Hillsborough County. English is not their first language, and it's a language they're struggling to learn. Mario Quevedo, news director at Spanish radio station WTYM, says the threat of the English amendment is the suppression of cultural identity. He thinks it could send a message of Yankee arrogance to our neighbors and trading partners to the south.
We have Central and South America right at our doorstep, and that is a huge market.
And, if you went to that country...
But English supporters like Billy Habermel say the unity of the country may be at stake.
Some people insist on clinging to their original language, and so this keeps them from the mainstream of America.
Habermel is collecting signatures on petitions to put the English amendment on the ballot, and she's been very successful. More than 100,000 signatures have been collected statewide, 6,000 of them in one day in Lee County alone. Making English the official state language may seem a simple goal, but organizers admit their ultimate aim, a federal amendment, would eliminate bilingual ballots and signs and send a clear message to new immigrants.
There's a certain amount of pride associated with their community and their language. And that's one of the reasons why assimilation itself is a bittersweet experience. But it's one of the prices that you pay for moving here.
If English were declared the official language of Florida,